Ms. Schulz, welcome to the committee.
Thank you very much. My name is Cara Schulz, and I'm representing the Libertarian Party of Minnesota. Currently, Libertarians hold office in 10 Minnesota cities, and we represent approximately 205,000 Minnesotans. So we appreciate the courtesy extended to us to present our position on HF 8. We support the right of Minnesota residents to give, loan, or sell their private possessions to the responsible party of their choice. Owning a firearm is not only a lawful possession, it's a protected right. And the Libertarian Party of Minnesota rejects the idea of government infringement on civil liberties on its face. Looking to the specifics of this bill, we object to the increased burden placed on city and county law enforcement departments. This bill would require law enforcement staff to investigate anyone wanting to borrow, receive, buy, sell, even for anything over 24 hours, their personal firearm from a friend or neighbor. Cities and counties have already stated they are at their limit with law enforcement staffing. This means they would need to hire additional staff, pay overtime, or both. This would result in additional property tax increases on our residents. The Libertarian Party of Minnesota asks you to remove the investigative provisions of this bill and protect Minnesota taxpayers. We also have concerns over data privacy. This bill requires the collection and maintenance of personal data that stems from the investigation. The data and privacy breaches cause real harm, and a breach of this data could be especially troubling. This data would pinpoint who has what firearms in their home, making them a target for violence and theft. The Libertarian Party of Minnesota is concerned about this type of data collection by our government and the danger a data breach would pose for homeowners and renters. We ask you to remove the provisions of HF 8 relating to this collection. This bill also sets unfair traps for residents. The processes described in this bill are complex and difficult for residents to comply with, and the penalties are drastic. An example is, as has been highlighted, if a person loses or misplaces a piece of paper, they can be charged with a gross misdemeanor, which could result in a $10,000 fine and up to 1 year in jail. We already incarcerate more people than any other country on this earth, so let's not have Minnesota strive to add to those numbers. The Libertarian Party of Minnesota believes our government should not set unfair traps to turn earnest, law-abiding residents into criminals, and we ask you to remove the process for transfer from this bill. The Libertarian Party of Minnesota opposes HF 8 due to the infringement on civil liberties, the cost to residents, the danger posed through data breaches, and the legal traps that it sets for residents. We do, however, encourage and support a peaceful society based on voluntary and mutually beneficial interactions between citizens and our government. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony, Ms. Schulz.